Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas here, Fight Up TV, giving my point of view of what happened earlier today at the Thomas and Mack. And excuse me, I'm tying my collar here, but give me a second. But being there at the arena and giving you really a feeling of what fans felt, what people press side felt, if really it was a controversial fight, if really Timothy Bradley deserved to beat Juan Manuel Marquez according to the judges' scorecards. If you have not known, spoiler alert, Juan Manuel Marquez did not beat Timothy Bradley. He lost to him via a split decision. Yeah, split decision against Timmy in a fight where it was scored 115 to 113, 115 to 113, and 116 to 112. Now, let me give you my thoughts on the fight. I personally felt that Timothy Bradley did beat Juan Manuel Marquez. He used excellent movement, superb footwork, and he really made Marquez at times come to him. When you make a counterpuncher come to you, it takes him completely out of his game. And here's a really interesting thing to note, that Bradley took a lot of notes from the Mayweather fight that Marquez had, because you saw him do the shell, the Philly shell, and it gave Marquez a lot of trouble timing those rights. Marquez adjusted later in the fight and was able to land overhands, but for the most part, I think Timmy outboxed Juan Manuel Marquez. Timmy used his movement and circled around to his right, to his left, and really made Marquez either come forward and take him out of his game, or when he did have Marquez in close quarters, he smothered him and he didn't really allow him to do any work, land any combinations. Scoring at ringside, without a doubt, Timothy Bradley did win the fight to me. Now, at the arena, everybody booed the decision. Fans in attendance felt that Juan Manuel Marquez won the fight. I asked them, why do you feel Juan Manuel Marquez won the fight? They stated that you can't win a fight running and that Marquez landed the bigger shots. Fair assessment. It was a split decision. So according to some people, according to the judge, the one guy that does really matter, Marquez won the fight. So Marquez has the right to say that he won the fight. And I'll get to what happened in the post-fight press conference. We got video coming up. A lot of people on press row, I would say 80% agreed that Bradley did beat Marquez. The other pointed the same things that fans were saying, that Marquez was the bigger hitter, landed the more cleaner shots, was more accurate with his shots, of all that the like. With this win, though, Timothy Bradley just can't catch a break. Every fight he has is a controversial fight. Provodnikov, Manny, Manny was controversial because he didn't win, but I'm saying every fight that Timmy Bradley has been involved in the last year and a half has been controversial. So with that being said, I don't know. I don't think Timmy's going to get his just dues anytime soon, and especially in this fight, a fight where, according to him, he felt he clearly won. Now, post-fight press conference, let me tell you what goes down. Timmy comes in, Timmy gets booed. Yeah, he gets booed at a place where everyone's supposed to be neutral. He got booed. But he came out and said, he felt that he won the fight clearly, that comparing Manny and Marquez, that they're both power hitters, that it's really hard to gauge the two, that the two are true legends, that he felt that at one point he hurt Marquez, and that last round was swayed over to him because he staggered him in that 12th round. But he also knew coming in that movement would give Marquez a lot of trouble, and that he was banking on that, and he really had to fight the urge to really not brawl with Marquez. He said he wanted to, and you could note every time Marquez landed a shot on him, Timmy wanted to brawl. Timmy wanted to bang. You could tell, and he said Tim had had a really hard time controlling himself, fighting the urge not to brawl. Now Marquez comes in. Timmy finishes, and then Marquez comes in. Everyone cheers. And Marquez, Tim was on a high note. He was happy. He called Marquez a great champ, a legend. He's seated down in his chair. He seems happy and chill. Marquez comes out and pretty much takes a dump on him, literally when speaking. He says, that he doesn't feel he won the fight, that he got robbed again, and that for a fighter to win in Las Vegas, you have to knock the guy out, because look at what's happened to him in this fight. That's what he said. He said too that in order, when coming into a fight, pretty much, that he feels he now has to worry more about the judges than the guys that he's fighting. So you could tell Timmy's demeanor completely changed. He was smiling and it completely changed. And then you could hear on the mic Timmy going, "Wow, really?" Like, you could hear these comments coming from Tim Bradley. Now, Nacho Bettestein comes and makes a comment, really commends Joel Diaz and Timothy Bradley, saying that they're great people. Joel is a great trainer. He has a long future ahead of him. But he said that deep down in his heart, he feels that Marquez won. Deep down, Joel should know that his man did not win the fight. And then, and another crazy thing, I think this really got both guys angry, Nacho says that Timothy Bradley is the only undefeated fighter that he knows that has 2 losses. Some people would agree, some people would disagree. But that's what happened, that's what went down. Marquez told one reporter that he was going to retire, and then in another interview he said that he wasn't sure what he's going to do. So he's going back and forth. You can't ask fighters questions dealing with their future after a fight. They're very emotional, like their head's not there. They're still trying to process why they lost. So given that, I feel for Marquez, what really hurt him in this fight is he had a lot of trouble with Timmy's movement. Timmy moved around in circles, moved to his left, moved to his right, and he made the counter puncher come forward. This fight, I feel, it could be served as like a lesson to somebody in boxing on how to deal with a counterpuncher, how to turn a counterpuncher into someone that comes forward to you, because as soon as you make a counterpuncher come forward to you, you've taken them completely out of their game. That's not their type of fight. And Tim Bradley did this in this fight. Now we got the press conference coming up for you. We got Nonito Donier's opinion on the fight. He's not really sure on it because he was taking photos ringside. I guess that's his new hobby is taking photos ringside. Chavez Jr. also said back in the press room that it was a close fight and that he has to look at it again, but he felt it was a close fight. So we got the press conference piece coming up. We got Donier talking, and that's about it, man. Sorry, guys. We couldn't get one-on-ones with Timmy or Juan Manuel Marquez. We got a video of him in a scrum in Spanish that we're going to try our best to go ahead and translate for you guys. But Timmy bounced. I guess he has after party to go to. Juan bounced, but we got footage of following him up into his car. So stay with us. We got a lot of good stuff. And let me hear your comments. Why do you feel Tim won? Why do you feel Juan Manuel Marquez won? Do you agree with the decision? Do you feel it should have been a split decision? Do you feel it should have been a unanimous decision? Is Juan Manuel Marquez right? Do you have to knock a guy out in Las Vegas in order to win? Or did Timmy Bradley put on an excellent display of boxing and really outbox a guy that is really high level as well? Let us know. Send us over your comments. Follow us if you're not already on our social networks on Facebook at facebook.com/FightHubTV, Twitter at FightHubTV, Instagram at FightHubTV, and follow me as well if you guys can at Me Llamo Marcos on Twitter, and it's Marcos Villegas on Instagram. So look forward to hearing from you guys, and let me know what you think.